Hi friends, it's Monica. Let me see. All right, I'm trying to film this as a video. Okay. Sorry about my arm. All right, just trying to get set up here. Sorry I've been quite absent this month. There's just been a lot going on in our family that I've had to take care of. But I did manage to get my retreat, which was scheduled a long time ago before all this other stuff happened. So I was frantically working on retreat things. And where's the catalog? The retreat theme this year was, let's see if I can find it in the catalog. It was the Boho Vibes. Alright, I should have marked it. Here we go. It's, I used this Boho Vibes Sweet Collection for my retreat that I had this month. And it includes the Sunshine Vibes stamp set along with the dies. These dots, they're called the Muted Pallid Dots. And this is the Boho Vibes Designer Series paper. And then here are some more ideas in the catalog here. So that was our theme. Excuse me. Now I'm going to get choked up for the retreat. So I wanted to share with you some about the retreat, some of our gifts and projects and things that we did. And I kind of put everything, I collected everything in this box. So we're just going to kind of go through this box and I'm going to tell you what things are. And you can see, let me get back to this page here. So one of the things we did, this was one of the pillow gifts. These are tie-dyed pillowcases. We call them pillow gifts because years ago, Stampin' Up, whenever they had like special events, they would leave gifts on your pillows at night. So they were called pillow gifts. These days, they don't do that as much anymore. And at the retreat, I don't really leave them on their pillow. I leave them on their tables. So I suppose I should call them table gifts. But we made these tie-dyed pillowcases. I don't know if I can get this one out of here. Let's see. Maybe I can get this off. Maybe, maybe not. And these tags were inspired by the tags in the catalog. Come on out, babe. I was trying not to rip my little band here. I don't think I'm gonna get it off without cutting it. All right, I'm just gonna have to cut it. Okay, I can't get that off. So anyway, we did have tags in all these various designs. And then I'll just show you what the pillowcase turned out. We tried to use the same colors that were in the suite. So look how fun the pillowcases turned out. So we've got the Daffodil Delight and the Mossy Meadow and the Cajun Craze, the Petal Pink, and then some of the soft seafoam color, and there's actually a lighter blue in here as well that's supposed to be cloud cover. So that's what the pillowcases ended up looking like. Every case, of course, was unique. So that was one of the little gifts we had. And let me see, where can I put this? Over here. All right, another pillow gift I did was these fun sunglasses and flower headbands. So everybody got a pair of glasses and a headband, and then I made a tag with the stamp set, and then everybody wore these. At one point we all had ours on and we took some photographs. So that was kind of fun, a fun photo prop. I actually wore my headband like for the whole day. And then everybody likes to give little gifts. Well, not everyone. It's optional. If you want to give, we have what we call a snack table, and you can either bring snacks for the snack table or you can bring table gifts for everyone. Some people do both. Some people don't just do one or the other. But this was a gift from Jenny. So she had these little crocheted rainbows to match the suite, and then she had a little display box that they were put in. So that was the pillow gift from Jenny. And then not all the gifts, well, not their snack gifts or table gifts. This was from Julie. She made these paper flowers and gave us some trail mix. She likes to keep us healthy. Not everything was themed. This is adorable, the popcorn bundle. This was from Yvonne, and it's got the popcorn inside of here. So super, super cute. If you don't have that bundle, that one's a lot of fun. And then this one was from Betsy. She used some paper that we had before that was in the rainbow theme. So she did that one. And then this one was from Denise. She used little suitcase boxes. And check this out. Let me show you what's in here. She gave us a little survival kit with chocolate and Q-tips and Band-Aids. We had Tylenol, we had ointment, prep pads, so when we had our headache or we had paper cuts or whatever. We were on a farm, so, you know, some people went outside to see the animals and stuff, and you never know, you might get a bug bite out there or something else. So that was a cute little suitcase box. I also made one of the suitcase treat boxes as one of the table gifts, and inside mine I had these I found these acrylic heart things. I don't know what to call them. Or not heart, rainbows, acrylic rainbows. And they had a message, so everybody's was a different rainbow and a different message. But look at how closely the designs match to this suite. So everybody got a unique little message on their rainbow. Let's see. But Denise and I were thinking alike using these boxes, and then I did the rainbows on the front. And then these are not in any order because I just had them in my box. I made these for everybody. These were on their tables when they arrived. It was the little frame with the inlaid rainbow and their name on there. So that was everybody's little marker for their table. Hang on, don't lose that. This was a like a scissor charm or a, you know, bag tag. These were from Hillary. Look at, she also found cute rainbows, and she did everybody's kind of different colors in the colors that they like. They made a cute little tag with a piece of a rainbow. That was cute. And then I have another little candy bag. These were from Cindy, and she made everybody a scissor charm with a rainbow. See, and all the candy was rainbow, and the little purses. So she used that same paper pack that Betsy used from an older rainbow, but this is the new Notes and Totes bundle. Look at the cute little tote bag that makes. Oh, and the stitching's already in the dies. So cute. That was that. And then the other thing, one of our projects, this was a happiness jar. So this was our project, and then the way this works is when happy things happen, you put a little note in here, or you could put notes for other people in here, and then on a day when you need a pick-me-up, you open your jar and you can look at these. So somebody had these little fake mustaches, so people had these on. We were laughing about the mustaches. And then I've got notes from a few people in here. And then I can add my little happy, like funny little stories and happy little things from the retreat. All right. And then look at the cute napkins that Cindy found. They also matched our theme, so we used those. And we had cookies that Jenny brought that matched our theme. And then let me show you what we got. So this was the bundle we used. This is a really fun bundle, and this stamp set, you know, you look at that and you're not so sure, but I tell you what, it is out there. These designs are out there in the world. I found these little tote bags and all kinds of stuff, and they use these same images. It's got the leaf, it's got the sunshine, it's got the rainbows. So each of these bags was different, but they all incorporated this suite. The colors were a little different, but close. Mossy Meadow, Cajun Craze, Petal Pink, so they were kind of in there. So everybody got a little bag. These were considered makeup bags. I made Shrinky Dink rainbows using, I actually used Stampin' Blends on a white. This one is a little messed up. I gave all my good ones away. So I used white Shrinky Dink material and die cut it with this rainbow die, and then I drew on it with my Stampin' Blends to create my rainbow, punched the hole and shrunk it and put it on here. So everybody got that. And inside their bag, let me move this out of the way. Inside their bag, they had a half a pack of the paper. They had a full pack of the the dots. They had linen thread. They had some loose gold sequins in a little container. We had dimensionals. They got adhesive sheets. And then we had bingo. So we played bingo 2 different ways. So everybody got 2 bingo cards. Some of the things on here were, I was woken up by a rooster. So we were on a farm, so there were roosters. Brought more than 15 ink pads. Touched an animal. Again, we were on the farm, so there were a variety of animals. Took a picture of my finished project. Used a stamp that had never been inked before. Shared a tip or trick with another crafter. Sang or hummed along to the background music. I'm going to sign up as a demonstrator this weekend. Misplaced your scissors, then found them. Wearing the same thing as another crafter. Met a new friend. Let's see. What are some others? Spilled a loose embellishment. Won or received a prize. Wore pajamas in the craft room, made 2 matching cards in a row, tried a snack I've never had before, saw a peacock. Yes, we had peacocks. Laughed so hard you had to stop crafting for a moment. That definitely happened more than once. Shared a picture of all this retreat fun on social media. Got ink on your hands. So we did this. We did one where we played traditional bingo and I called out the different things, and then the second one was they had to complete to actually do the things on the card to win a prize. So that was kind of fun, and we customized the bingo for our event. So there was that. And then everybody had this was their packet with all their rest of their make and take supplies, and all the card pieces are in here. Some extra white. That was to make the make and take cards, and let me show you those as well. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you all of our cards we made. So these were, some were cards I created, some are cased. Whoops. Losing things here. All right, so we've got, here's the first one. Some are cased from other people, some are my original creations. Some are from the catalog. This one's cute. This little flower is made out of the heart dies. And then this piece is that rainbow, solid rainbow piece, and it's just torn across the top. Oh, this was actually, well, it's not this bag, but so I gave this was a challenge card. So I had printed out all of these tote bag designs and then told everyone, I challenged everyone to use one of those designs to create a card or something. So this was the card that I made based on one of the bags. And I'm trying to see where I put the extra bags because I had them there. Anyway, that was the result of my challenge card. And some of them, I don't know, I need to get everybody to post theirs. I know several people did it. I don't know that everyone did. This was one of the cards I created with the repeat hello. And then this one was with that modern oval and using the backgrounds. This one, I'm just trying to, I didn't take these out of the plastic. Here's another one using the paper and creating a sunshine out of half of that rainbow. This is one I designed. Kind of a very graphic look. So I took a whole bunch of the rainbow dies and glued them to a circle and trimmed it off. So it kind of looks sort of embossed, but it's not embossed. Has a matching envelope and the inside. So everyone could do their envelopes to match or their insides to match if they wanted. This one is kind of cased from the catalog where you've got the peek through with the paper behind it. I like the little sun in the corner. This is the inlaid rainbow card I created, and then I used this same idea on those frames. This was one of my favorite. Oh, and this is a fun one. This is the shaker card. This is the shaker card made with one of the flip-flaps, the 3x3 flip-flaps. and then the smaller rainbow. So that was a fun card. I should show you how I did that. And then this one uses a technique called the kissing technique. So you use the stamps and kiss the other stamp to create these background designs on this shape. So the yellow kind of matches that yellow stripe. And then you've got the Cajun Craze little dots. And then that's the little splatter. So that one was a technique card. But let me see. I don't know how long I've been on. 20 minutes. I don't know if I can. So let me see if I can try to show you that the shaker card. Let's see if I can find that in here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Oh. So I just want to try to show you the shaker part. So what I did, let me see, let me get that one back out so I can show you. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but let me just show you a couple things. First of all, on this rainbow, oh, I have a brand new bottle of glue. How about that? So with the rainbow, what I did was, ooh, didn't even have to squeeze. So I started with the center. These would be good to cut with the adhesive sheets, but I did not do that. I just want to show you how I made the smaller sized rainbow, because you can see my rainbow has 4. I'm being a little messy here, sorry. And the reason I did the smaller rainbow is because my flip flap is 3 by 3 and I didn't want my rainbow to be bigger than my flip flap where the shaker is going to be. Alright, so there's my rainbow. A little messy. Okay, so there's actually room for one more arc. If you look at this one, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have room for 5, but I didn't want 5 on this one, so I just did 4, and then I just came in and trimmed it. Okay, so that's how you make the smaller rainbow, and you can just toss that. That makes the smaller rainbow. All right, now what you need is your little shaker piece and the adhesive sheet. So I need this, and I need to cut this to 3 by 3. Hang on, let me get a trimmer. this to be 3 by 3. Okay, so there's that. So this is the adhesive sheet. This is my flip flap, which has a piece of adhesive on here, but the adhesive is on the wrong side for like closing this flap up, because it would stick on this side, which would have to go this way. And if I stick it down this way, my flap is still loose. And on this particular project, I don't want this to open back up because I'm going to put sequins in there. So this is what I did with mine. And there is probably other ways to do this. So I'm going to open my flip flap and I'm going to pour some sequins in there. Okay, and then I'm going to peel that off. Okay, I'm going to lay that down a minute. Now I'm going to take my adhesive sheet and I'm going to expose one side of the adhesive. I'm going to close this over my opening like this, and this is going to go right there. Okay, so that is sealed shut now, but I'm going to finish taking this off. And the reason I did a whole 3 by 3 piece is because I didn't want you to be able to see it. I didn't want you to see the adhesive through the clear pocket. So let me get the rest of this off. I needed to glue the whole pocket to the front of my card. Okay, so now I've got a full piece of adhesive on here. So I would stamp, and then I actually put the flap towards the bottom because I was going to cover that with the rainbow. So now this is adhesive, and I can pull the backing. See if I can get my backing off. Just got to get a corner started. Okay, so I've got the backing off. That's the sticky. And then I can stick this whole thing onto my card. If I had just used like glue dots in the corners, you would kind of see those through this pocket. So this kind of makes the adhesive disappear a little bit better. And then I'll come back and tie some linen thread around there and add my rainbow and add my words. So that's how I used the little flip flap to make the shaker card. So with the short rainbow. All right. So that was the retreat for August. I will hopefully have another retreat next year. We've got a lot happening in our family next year. So we will see how that goes. In the meantime, you guys have, put that away. Have a great week, and hopefully I will see you, let's see, today's still August. There's an in-color sale happening. There was an update on Last Chance products. Oh, also our Stampin' Right markers, the ones that look like this, not the blends, but the markers are being retired. And those went to the Last Chance list a few days ago. So if you want, this is the black one, if you want the black marker or any of the color families, you need to go ahead and get those before they sell out. They are retiring these markers because people aren't using them as much as they're using the Stampin' Blends, which is way more popular these days, the alcohol markers. Yeah, I will try to get in an update, better update for September. I know I totally missed August, so I'll be back hopefully on track with September, which is next Monday. See you then. Bye.